per the hour for us. Right now.
Especially.
No, don't cut that out. It's gonna be less light. Looked like it was intentional, but it wasn't. I'm gonna tell you why I'm playing this when it gets started. And they gave this to me. I say,
Peace. What's up, y'all? What's up?
Here we go. That's right.
Peace.
Brothers and my sisters with me.
We are family.
Let everybody say, we are family. Brothers and my sisters with me. We are family.
Go ahead and take y'all back. But it is what it is, though.
Yeah.
What's up, family? That's right.
Just like birds of a feather.
Just like birds of a feather, yeah.
All of the people around us they say, can they be that close? Yeah. Just let me stay for the record.
I know y'all feeling this because when I found it, I was like, oh, this is our song for the night.
Brothers and my sisters with me. Brothers and my sisters with me. We are family. Get up everybody and sing. We are family. Brothers and my sisters with me.
Weirdo Gang Gang all day. That's Luther, y'all. Luther ain't going nowhere. He just left this realm. Did you notice Angie Stone in here too? Right in the front. I can hear Angie Stone's voice. Have faith in you. Don't act like you don't hear me. Hey, Women's Loving Life moderators up in this thing. Come on in, y'all.
You look like twins.
Cause we
what's
are.
up. Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Yeah. Embrace each other. Yeah. Y'all feel this music?
That's that love.
Hey, Let Rock High. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Don't sing it, y'all. We weird, but we family. Ashe. Yes, Mr. Bad Clap. What's up, fam? Woo! So let me tell y'all know every week, peace to everybody in the room. This is Renda's Gathering, Weirdo Gang Gang.
Indeed.
So thank y'all for being here with us tonight. And I'm always thinking of what song to open the show with. Like what is it? And so I've been doing readings all day today, and I'm like, we are family. Like we are a family. It's so strange to live in a time where your family, you find something that's thicker than blood. you realize that you're part of a soul group, a soul tribe, and it goes deeper than blood, it goes deeper than skin, it goes deeper than everything that has been used to separate us. And so I went looking for, and I'm thinking of Sister Sledge when it came to me. And I was like, no, that's not it. And I had no idea what I was looking for. So like, maybe I'm looking for a cover. So I went looking for a cover, and I realized that a few days after 9/11, all of the celebrities, all of the stars, right, got together to do this song in honor of the people that died September 11th, right? And that felt like the end of the world for a lot of people. And for some people, it was the end on this side. So what makes that so freaking relevant is that's okay, Angel Army. We saw your email pop up. We got your free crystal. We're gonna make sure we send you the picture so you can pick your free crystal out.
Yeah.
She won the giveaway, y'all. She was the first one to comment and screenshot that she had shared. So thank you for reminding us too. Congratulations to you.
Yes.
So this is why this is relevant. They were like, y'all are gathering the remnants of yourselves, but you're gathering the remnants of each other because y'all have been scattered, right? And we're putting y'all back together. And I was like, well, why did I not use the Sister Sledge, We Are Family? And they was like, because that song had, y'all heard all of the people that Queen Latifah open it up just with a you know, like you wouldn't even expect that. So that's the hip hop that lives in us, that's so dear to us and our generation. And then it's like what we're doing, we're rebuilding something that was torn down, just like with 9/11. So this is when people were like, let's set our minds. Let's not set our minds to what we lost. Let's not set our minds on what was destroyed, what relationships we don't have anymore. You know what I'm saying? Let's not do that. You want a message in from my phone?
Okay.
Let's set our minds on rebuilding. Let's set our minds on it. You hear the word to that. You know, we're a family. Let's embrace each other. They came together.
Right.
So we may not be celebrities, but we are motherfucking stars. You hear me? Star seeds up in this thing. We are. And we are finding each other. We are embracing each other with no judgment, helping each other get through this thing we call life. So with this spiritual awakening, when they explained it to me, I was just so elated to share this with y'all. And we hope that one day, like, we could do live gatherings and we could just DJ for y'all, because like music is our language. That's how we speak.
That's right.
And we know a lot of y'all are the same way. So it's coming, it's gonna happen. Hell yeah, stars in the building. So yeah, we are rebuilding. We are rebuilding what was torn down. And it's just, it's a good feeling to be woke today. It ain't always a good feeling to be woke. Some days I just be wanting, I'd be okay with checking out. But today it's a good feeling to be woke. You like that idea? Me too, Phoenix. Phoenix Lotus, I love your name. Yes, big facts, Alex Little.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if y'all hear rain in the background, it's not because we're playing it how we usually do. It actually started raining.
Yeah.
As soon as we started the video, it started raining. And I was like, look at that beautiful backdrop.
Right.
You know, like the earth is
The
our
ambience
studio.
always is it.
Exactly. So it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
So I hope y'all doing good.
Yep.
If you had a rough week, we finna get you together.
That's right.
'Cause
Everything
when we come
gonna be
together,
all
it's
right.
good. Yeah. Absolutely.
Because they always say help is on the way.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm so glad everybody made it in here with us, because a lot of y'all say y'all be missing us. It was a damn roller coaster. Yes. This week was crazy for everybody. Energetically, this week was this full moon energy right now. We got all of that going on, which is so great and so beautiful.
Yep.
Babe, I'm gonna let you take over.
Yeah.
And direct us.
Well, first of all, just giving gratitude, y'all. Y'all know how we do. We have to give gratitude and thanks and appreciation.
We got water too.
Yeah, and you know what? Because we are in the place that we in this truck right now, we we just gonna it's how would you say? Yeah.
We're gonna libate ourselves.
Selves. That's right.
And we're gonna
doing
acknowledge
it in honor and in acknowledgement of
exactly.
Yes.
Our ancestors and all our help, all our divine help, our gods and goddesses. You know, angels, demons, whatever it is that you resonate with or deal with, because them just titles anyway. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
It's just titles to try to explain something that's outside of our light spectrum and what we can see. You know, so you know, it ain't no judgment here. Whatever works for you. So we're gonna libate ourselves and ashe to a lot of the energy that surrounds us and that has been helping us on our journey. And you're more than welcome to take you a few sips and ashe and libate your ancestors as well, and then we can get into it and get it popping. We want to make sure the space is sacred. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
we're gonna do a few of them because we'll be swigging and swagging on the whole bottle.
Swigging and swagging.
Yes.
I like
that. You know how that is.
Swigging and swagging.
So we definitely want to start first and foremost with Isis. Ashe. Yes. Yemiya. Ashe. Yes. Hathor. Ashe. Oshun. Ashe. Ogun. Ashe.
Ashe.
She's trying to keep up.
I'm trying to get it in there. Trying to get the energy going.
Anubis.
Yeah,
Ashe.
there we go. Ashe.
Okay. All right.
And to all my ancestors, known and unknown, who have been assisting me throughout this life and this awakening and get to the point where we are, Ashe.
Without a doubt, well, I was going to let you pick up while I
want to call, all their names. Too many.
Yeah,
Too many. They know who they is.
Yeah, swigging and swagging. That's it.
Heru, Ashe.
Yes. Ashe.
Tiencha, Oshayla, and Otincha. Ashe. Because they came through,
Ashe, the three sisters.
Man.
Without a doubt.
Who else we need to Ashe? Who else? Let's see. Hathor. Did we do Hathor? Ashe. Hecate. Ashe. We with the dark goddesses. We're not against anybody.
Erzuli.
Ashe. Yes. Alegba. Ashe. Yes.
Yeah, we have definitely been assisted by those.
Yeah. Call on the three sisters. I'm telling you. Y'all already know. Ogun. Odin. Ashe. Yes. The Celtic gods and goddesses. Aphrodite. Ashe. It's all about the love. Mayat. Ashe. Can't leave Mayat out. Because she the one restoring the balance.
Yes. Gratitude.
Yeah, gratitude.
Yes.
And to all the ascended masters as well that are coming online, that we're becoming conscious of. When we become conscious of them, they come online again.
Yes, definitely giving a huge ashe to Kobe.
Yeah, and Kobe.
Yes,
ashe,
he
huge
is definitely
ashe.
an ancestor now, and he is definitely one that has been showing up and speaking.
Absolutely.
And so definitely for his assistance, we give gratitude. Ashe.
I saw that, sis. Ashe.
Yes.
So now we nice and libated, and we can get started. So today we knew, because it was such a heavy week, so the way we're gonna do the show is gonna flow a little bit different. Okay, we were gonna do the singing bowl and everything like that for healing, and they switched it up on me at the last minute and was like, nah, we want y'all to share the story of what happened, and that's the healing. So let's get y'all a dose of healing as we get into this.
Yeah.
So, funniest thing ever, and I want this to be a lesson to y'all as well, okay? Funniest thing ever. So I go to get my acupuncture and stuff did Saturday, and she's like, I just reset your system, so you're gonna have to sleep. Like, it's going to force you to sleep if you don't go to sleep. And I'm like, okay, I've had them do that before, and it really does do what they say it's gonna do. So I'm like, let's give our daughter some playtime, get some of that energy down, and then when we get home, I can rest before I do my next reading. So Ernest's like, let's take her to Jump World. And I don't know if y'all got a Jump World where y'all are. It's kind of like what's the other place called?
Well,
Urban Air.
It's larger than Urban Air, but it's on that same line.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with an Urban Air, basically just a big old jump park. An indoor jump park.
Exactly.
A lot of trampolines. Yeah.
So we get there, and I'm finna be real with y'all. Black parents, I'm gonna tell y'all something I know is a big difference between us and other races. Our kids frustrate the shit out of us. If we gotta stop the schedule of how we wanted to do things, and they want something, they need something, like I'm being real. So we had the energy, like we really weren't planning on doing this today. You know what I'm saying? Now we already got a lot to do, and we finna spend a whole hour letting her jump. You know what I'm saying? It was just like it was a little irritation.
Did y'all hear what she said? She said a whole hour.
It feel like a lifetime.
A whole hour. Man, by the time you get in there, you take shoes off, put socks on. Look, that's 15 minutes right there. So, like, yeah, that's funny.
When you frustrated, though, it feel like more. It feel like a lifetime.
To the child, it was like a exhale, inhale and exhale. There wasn't enough time at all. They like, come on. Like, when we was about to leave, she was like, no. Yeah, she was not ready to go. So, yeah.
So we sitting there, the typical frustrated black parents. We at Chuck E. Cheese, don't want to be. Yeah. They getting on our damn nerves. We telling them shit like, you better have eat that damn pizza because we finna go. So I'm like, okay, we trying to switch it up. You know, we trying to be more conscious in our parenting. So I'm like, babe, let's talk. So we talking and we vibing. And I'm gonna get into the heavy stuff later. I'm gonna get into the funny shit right now. So anyway, some real deep shadow demons came up while we were sitting there talking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm telling you. So I'm like, okay, I lied and said she was younger than what she really was. I mean, you know, you gonna get a cheaper price if you could skim it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like
4 months out. 4
right.
months out. Yeah.
So you know, I'm like, well, let's ease over to the other side. You know, it's some bigger stuff over there she can do. You know, have a little more. She was looking. She was like, as big as this place is, why do you have me in this little bitty space? Area. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I'm bored. Yeah. So we ease on over to the other side. So we get over there, and I'm talking about, I think I put the video in the last video we uploaded with the full moon energetic shift that we did. You could see her. She was so happy. It was like a caged animal had finally got free. And I felt so horrible. I was sitting there like, oh man, like we can do this 3 weekends out of a month. You know what I'm saying? For her, like that's the least we can do. She picked us to be her parents and come here and deal with all of our core wounds and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And she still loves us. This is the least we can do. I'm feeling bad. I'm like, wow, look at that caged animal run free. And you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like, oh my goodness.
She was happy, y'all.
She was so happy. Then she met some little girls, and the little girls was helping her climb. And I'm sitting there learning lessons. I said, that's us. That's what we're doing, like consciously, energetically, spiritually. And we're helping each other to climb. We're going up Jacob's ladder. You know what I'm saying? We rebuilding the Tower of Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Like all the shit that we thought was evil and bad, we're rebuilding. And we're helping each other. So I'm sitting there and I'm getting lessons just from watching her play. And I'm like, look at these kids, how innocent their minds are. There's no racism. There's no sexism. You know what I'm saying? There's no, you too short. No, you can't jump with me. I mean, so different. And it was like, this is the community that the new earth wants to have. But among grown people, you know what I'm saying? Not just the kids. And so it just occurred to me. I'm like, I really like this white lady over here beside me. She is just really, her aura just popping, you know. So I'm like, I want to get to know her. I'm calling her white lady because I didn't know her name at the time. She was just a cute little white girl. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real. We know we all talk like that, you know. And so I'm like, she's so cute. She's so sweet. I want to get to know her. So I'm like, how are you today? And she's like, I'm great. How are you? And I was like, I'm good. And I was like, you here with your kids? She's like, yeah, my son's here. But all these little black kids kept running up to her, asking her for money and stuff. So I ain't know what's going on. I was like, you got kids? And she's like, yeah, I got a son. She's like, but I'm here with some other kids because his friend had a birthday party and he got invited. And I was like, oh, that's why so many little black kids that came and asked you for some money. So, you know, I'm sitting there, I'm nosy, y'all. I'm nosy as hell. I be wanting to know everything. So we just sitting there talking, and it just occurred to me she's just really a really good person. You know what I'm saying? Really good person who's been through a lot, and I could see that. We were talking, and we ended up talking about addiction and codependency and going through that and healing from bad relationships. And just so happened her man had got my attention because his 40-year-old, probably 40-something-year-old ass was out there doing like full back flips, and I'm like, yo, that shit is inspiring. You don't have to stop being young. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And you might hurt yourself when you try the first time, but
Appreciate
you don't have to stop being young.
Mm-hmm,
So he's sweating and shit. He tired. I had just told Ernest, I didn't know they was together at first. So I was like, Ernest, someboody daddy is out here doing backflips. This shit got me tripping. He almost died the first time, but the second time he got it, he couldn't breathe. He was sweating and shit.
I was just gonna say, yeah, he was sweating, looked like he had been through a workout. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's funny, but it teaches his inner child. It teaches a lesson because, like, when we look around, you see all of us. We ain't out there with our kids. We ain't out there cutting no flips. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. You know
Look,
what I'm saying?
I already ain't got no damn health insurance.
Man.
And I'm finna be out there flipping this shit and been fucked up my knee. My knees are already bad. Can't go to work Monday. That's how most black people think. I'm just being real. So I'm like, look at his inner child just having fun. Like, okay, I'm getting it.
That's good.
I'm getting it. I'm getting the lessons, universe. I'm getting the lessons.
Yeah.
So next thing I know, this lady in a sequence jogging suit. I'm not bullshit, y'all. She had on a sequence jogging suit. I ain't never seen a sequence jogging suit in my life. I was curious. And I was like, I like this lady too. Who the fuck wakes up and put on a sequence jogging suit? I gotta know you.
All at the Jump World, y'all.
All at Jump World. So I'm texting Ernest. I'm like, babe, you really should come over here to the other side. Like, it's popping over here. It's lit.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting to tell him fully what's happening because this is all kind of happening at the same time. So I'm like, babe, come on over here. I got a little seat for you. So he come on to the other side. We sitting over there. And he finally comes upstairs, and so we have a few of these interactions. So now he easing in on some of the conversation. I'm like, this is my man, and she's like, oh, okay, hey, and they speaking. So I'm sitting there and I'm whispering to Ernest. I'm like, cause sometimes I can't cut it off. I really try to cut the psychic shit off. I can't cut it off sometimes. I just can't.
Appreciate that.
So I tried.
Appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Go.
Hey sis. So I tried to cut it off and I couldn't. Sometimes I see people favor sex positions. Sometimes I'm serious. It'd be shit and I'd be like, oh, I don't want to see that right now. It's like I ain't got control over all the time.
Yeah.
So, but this particular couple, thank goodness, I didn't see them having sex, but this is what I saw when they walked past me. I saw a cord between the two of them and it was thick. It was like this really thick rope between the two of them energetically. And I'm sitting there looking and I'm like, wow. And I was like, babe, that couple right there, they got something really special. I wonder, do they know? And then you was like, who? And I was like, right there. And you was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So
they
then
was they kind of older.
They was older.
Yeah, just like a little slight older.
Yeah. So she come back over there and sit down beside us. And I was like, hey, how you doing? And really beautiful lady. I see the divinity in people now. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny,
so you might be cockeyed. You might be cross-eyed and cockeyed.
Yeah.
But I see the divinity in you. So I'm not judging that you're cross-eyed. I'm still having a hard time making eye contact with you. So I promise I can't make this shit up. This is real life. And if you're watching this, lady, I am not talking about you, girl. You lit up my day, and I thank you.
Yeah.
I'm being real and honest, and that's what 2020 is about.
It was pleasant meeting.
It really was. Yeah. But so I'm looking at the divinity in everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's a practice to do that. So I said I could hold it in no more. I was trying, and we was supposed to leave at 4:00. We already 15-20 minutes past the time she's supposed to stop jumping. Black for we ain't finna stop jumping. If y'all better catch us. If y'all don't catch us,
having fun.
Exactly.
She jumping.
So we knew what time it was.
Oh yes.
So we just breaking all the damn rules. You know what I'm saying? This particular day, it's just like whatever. We gotta switch it up.
Yeah.
So she sit down, and I said, I don't know y'all, and I was trying to hold this in, and I cannot. I said, are y'all married? And she started smiling. And she said, no. She said, we had a date set last year and we didn't make it. And I said, wow. She said, what made you ask? I said, y'all gonna be together for the rest of y'all lives here. And she looked at him, and keep in mind, I don't know that situation. You know, he had his arm around her, and he was just kind of silent, you know, just sitting there looking. And she said, yeah, she said, we had a date set for March, and, you know, we ain't make it. She's like, you know, and he had a relapse with his drug addiction. And, you know, it was a lot to go through. My oldest son, has autism, and he was really attached to him. This is the only dad he has ever known. She was like, I've been in relationships with women for the last 16 years, right? 14. She's like, this is the first man I dealt with, and I don't know when. She said, so when we went our separate ways, it was just really hard. She's like, and my son really went in a really dark place, you know, without this man in my life. So...
Thank you, Christina.
I'm gonna let you get to the rest of the story after what comes after that.
Man, well, Cam is just hilarious anyway. But
cause you be witnessing this. I be in the crux of it. I really don't know what be happening until afterwards.
Yeah. The thing about it was, and we had our little inside jokes about it, you know, afterwards. But the thing about it was, she just pretty much read them, like right there on the spot, to the point to where, the lady, this sister went into telling a lot more history. You know what I'm saying, as it relates to what she had been through. She was like, she was like, basically, dude turned her out. She was like, I don't want no more of that no more. That wasn't her exact words, but the way she said it, it was crystal clear that once she got the dick, in 14 years, he must have he must have put it down. He had to put it down, and he was just sitting over there as modest. You know what I'm saying?
He was so modest about it.
It was too funny.
I was standing there. I said, "Oh, he hit you with the magic wand."
Man, the magic stick.
She was like, she said, "All I know is I don't want nothing to do with no woman no more."
Yeah.
And I said,
you know how that's one of them situations where when she said it, you know what I'm saying, you be like, yeah, but in the inside you like, duh. You laughing? Man.
I was trying to hold it in. I was holding it. Y'all know I'm a comedian, like in my other self, and she coming out a little bit by a little bit. I was trying to hold it in, so I'm trying to have serious face. And I'm like, yes, that's real love. That's great. Man, so great to hear. You know, trying to control my face at this moment, and it just began to just unfold itself to me. And I said, because you know, to be a lesbian, lesbians have really good sex because women have the same anatomy as another woman, so you know what's gonna feel like what before you even do it. So it's a whole different kind of sex. So that right there let me knew that the intimacy that she was having with this man was deeper than just physical, which is why. So you can be technically good at something, and it feel really good. But then when you add a level of energy into the mix, that's a whole different kind of feel good.
That's true.
And you could be doing things technically not right, and it could not be pleasurable to the other person, but energetically they feel bliss.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I got that. In this moment, shit is like really occurring to me. You know, I'm learning so much. I'm soaking it in. And she was just like, girl, she said, and my son just loved him. As soon as he came back into our life, my son just completely did a 360. And right at that moment, he ran over there, and you could tell he's autistic. And he spoke to us. And I said, hey, you know. And so he's standing there talking, and I was like, you got a handsome son. He tall too. She said, yeah, girl, he growing. And so keep in mind, the guy ain't said a word. He just sitting there, you know, very humble. He ain't had nothing to say. So he actually hold his mouth like this for a while. So you know, most men will be like, babe, don't be telling her you've been screwing women for the last 14 years. Why you telling her all that? You know what I'm saying?
He ain't say nothing. But you know how sometimes you want to be private like that. You know what I'm saying? And to just open up to total strangers. But I can say this much.
Oh, and the white girl was still in the conversation too. Yeah, she didn't
was
leave.
Right there. Yeah, she was right there. I've been, as long as Cam and I have been together, when we encounter people, like, she has that magical way of people will tell them. I just, what I'm saying, just like the most, like, normally you won't share that information with nobody. You won't share what you done been through, what you just did. You know what I'm saying? You won't share the gore, the harsh details, the gory details. She gets it all, and I just be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So, mind you, with the guy sitting there, you know what I'm saying, and his lady friend telling all her, just opening her closet all the way up. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, but evidently, they hadn't met nobody like him before. You know what I'm saying? And so she goes into it.
Yes.
Yeah, she's very special.
Oh, thank you. So, I mean, I know it felt good to them to get that out. I mean, this went from,
but
hey,
to get some
how you
confirmation
doing?
too, though.
That's
you
true.
got some confirmation on your relationship.
That's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you could tell it felt really good to them and they needed that moment. So she's like, we're going to set a new date.
Yeah.
And I said, what? I said, girl, you drag this damn man. You got to drag his ass. Drag him. Because I'm telling you, y'all supposed to be together. I see it. And she just had this look on her face, like, I could look at her and tell in relationships she had been through so much. And she's the kind of person where she'll give you her rent money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know we've loved hard like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us in our soul group understand that. And so even though he had struggled with addiction, she was so hurt by men that she just switched all over to women. And for all that to rebalance, that's that energy in my eye again. You know what I'm saying? Coming in. And so I'm standing there. And keep in mind, y'all, it's kids. It's hella kids. Everywhere. It's other parents. Yes. And we having this damn Michael Basin after dark moment at Jump World. This shit is crazy. It don't even sound real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was like, damn. So okay. So the white girl, she struggled with addiction. We talked about her addiction and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? She talked about being in rock bottom, that she was scrubbing floors, She was like, but hey, I'm a photographer. I said, you a photographer? We need a photographer.
She said Michael Basin after dark.
At Jump World. So I'm trying not to be X-rated, So she in the background, girl, you only live one time, honey. We ain't got tomorrow. We just got today. I'm like, girl, yes. And this is how, this shit is just crazy, right?
In Jump World.
So then she give me her business card, and the name of her business is Beautiful Chaos. So I'm like, she might be with the dog shit. You know what I'm saying? She might get us. So because we can't have a photographer who don't get our philosophies, because then their energy gonna be mixed up in them pictures and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's crazy was I had already wrote my phone number down to give to these women and I didn't know why. As soon as I laid eyes on them, I wrote my phone number down and was planning to give it to them as we were leaving out. So the lady, I gave her my number, and I said, I didn't want to be like, we're spiritualists and we got a show and we help people in the spiritual awakening. It's a bit much. You can't be telling people to read tarot cards and shit like that in Memphis. Your ass, you still might get lynched, to be honest with you. Your ass, we got trees in the neighborhood, and I could tell they was lynching motherfuckers on them trees. It's just a certain way the branch grows. Like, tree go up and then it's a branch that goes straight across like that. That's a lynching tree. You feel me? We still got them. So I'm like, what can I tell? Why am I giving her my number? You know what I'm saying? Because that's weird. If a woman just walked to me and gave me her number, I'm going to be like, why are you giving me your phone? So I was like, I'm going to tell her I sell crystals, because I do. So I was like, I sell crystals. I'm going to give you my number because I ain't got no more cards. So she was like, really? Oh my goodness. Last weekend we was in Hot Springs and I met a girl because I needed to get some crystals, and she gave me her card and I lost it. And oh my God, I was freaking out. And you walk up to me and tell me you sell crystals. Oh, I'm so happy. And I'm like,
yep,
that's what's up. You know, like, okay. So the moral of this story is, create the day that you want to have.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
stop letting other energies and entities give you hand-me-downs.
Exactly.
Hand-me-down as energy.
Yep.
Nothing that you do is mundane when you become spiritual. So I'm sitting there and I said, Ernest, this is a Bobby Hemmett moment right here. He was like, what you mean? I said, cuz this some regular degular shit, but it ain't.
Mm-hmm. Because
So
it was learning moments in
Exactly.
every aspect of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
When we release the resistance.
When we released the resistance, mind you, we did not want to. You know, we knew that we had to. It was too nice of a day yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And the baby, she, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times she don't get all of the time with us that she needs, and so we was like, you know what, we gotta. She was like, can I go somewhere? Can y'all take me somewhere where I can play? And you know what I'm saying? And it was like, okay, all right. And so upon going there, once we had that experience, I mean, it was like, look at the children. They just without no type of judgment, like Cam said, without no type of reservations, like.
And you know, some of them kids getting abused, getting beat, smacked upside the head with brushes and combs, because almost every little girl in there had her hair braided with beads on it. And I remember what that felt like when I was a little girl. But they was just living in the moment. It's like, I ain't worried about that whooping I just got this morning, and I don't even know why the hell I be getting whooped. I'm finna jump and have fun. And that's the lesson. Because life be beating the shit out of you sometimes. Life can whoop your ass.
What did the young lady tell you? She told you,
oh, don't let me leave out the everyday I'm hustling part. Oh my God, I almost left out the big part.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but what was you finna say? And then you asked about Moldavite. That's awesome, because we went looking at Moldavite yesterday, so we probably go get some Moldavites in, and we go keep y'all posted.
Yeah.
But I know a lot about Moldavite though. But we talking about that.
She told you, she told you that she's living every day.
Yep.
No,
Like
she
today.
said she's living each moment
Yep.
as it's her last.
Yeah. She said,
So
I don't
that's
have
why-
any other moment.
Like we said, you know what I'm saying, you go to Jump World, and it was learning moment. So next time I go, I'm gonna be out there having a ball.
Yeah.
My inner child is just going, you know what I'm saying? I want to win some prizes, and you know, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, they had a bull ride. I'm sitting over there like, I'm gonna ride that bull next time we come.
Yeah. And so, she told Cam, like, I'm just living
it is.
each moment as it's my last. And so they were just out there having a ball with the children, helping them climb up. You know what I'm saying? Just big kids, and we can't lose that.
Yes, it is.
We cannot lose
That's
that.
important.
Yeah, that's something that we got to be in touch with. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Christina. Yeah. Email us, Christina, so when we finish the show, and because we got to get our new P.O. box anyway and stuff together, and we already working on that. So that's perfect. Thank you for that. We sure did need a Moldavite. We went looking at some, and we were going to get some and order some. So that's just perfect how that worked out.
Right
Thank
on
you.
time. Yes.
Okay. So then after that, okay, kind of heavy stuff.
Rewind back.
Yeah.
Every day I'm
Yeah.
hustling.
Yeah, okay.
Every day I'm
So we
hustling.
ride in the car, and I'm like, you know, baby, like, you know, I understand another level while we was put together. I was like, you know, this whole life that you kind of stepped into was created from me hustling. Like, I've always had a hustler's mentality. I've always had a work ethic that it didn't matter how sick I was. I always found a way to make shit work. I was never going to let nothing be an excuse to not provide and to not have, you know what I'm saying? And to not make the best out of life and to not help other people. I was like, it's just a hustle mentality. I was like, babe, you know you gonna get paid on Friday, so it's like, well, I get paid Friday. No, fuck that. How much money do you want to have next week? Now, what can we do to get that amount of money so that you can continue doing the work that you're doing here on this earth? That's what it's about. Don't let nobody give you no check. You have control over what comes into your life. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And then I was like, I said, you know what? I forgot about this. I said, I used to listen to Rick Ross every day I'm hustling. Every damn day I was hustling for about 3 years straight. I said, I swear to God, ask Kalila, because this was before we got together. And I was like, and man, that song, like when I first heard it, that might have been one of my first light activations. You know what I'm saying? It awakened something in me. And I was like, hell yeah, every day I'm hustling. And it was like my soundtrack.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not going to be homeless forever. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm finna get up out of this. And I did. And so I was telling him, I was like, babe, if you gotta find you a song that moves you to keep going, you do what you gotta do. But you have to be a hustler, and you gotta pair it with a hustler. You know? And so where I'm weak, you're strong, and where you weak, I'm strong. And I was like, and so that's one of the differences with us, that we can begin working on that. You know?
Right.
Stop feeling like you a victim to your situation. You can create and draw that energy. It's just currency.
It's a program.
It's just energy. Yeah.
And the fact that it's a program.
It's a fucking
y'all.
filter. Just like Snapchat.
Yep.
You remove them filter and people don't look shit like what they did with the filter. You know, it's like that real in the real world.
Yep.
It's a filter. It ain't even the real thing. You know, that's not even your real situation. You're not poor. You're born with the birthright of wealth. You know what I'm saying? But you're just having it come out of the programs, cancel the poverty contracts, and then change, make the tweaks to your subconscious mind and meditate. Get yourself in alignment. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm telling y'all, 2020, if you've been struggling any part of your life, you're not going to struggle no more. Just because of the work you're doing on yourself and what we're here to do on this earth, the resources are being literally transferred to us right now. So with that being said, we up in Jump World. It's like right before we got ready to leave.
Wow.
I'm kind of embarrassed, but I'm gonna show y'all. I'm embarrassed. Okay, I'm embarrassed because it is. That's my ego. Okay, I can admit to that. That's my ego. I like when I feel like I'm pulled together. I'm looking pulled together. I feel good. I feel confident. Y'all ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to show y'all something. And I was feeling like I looked like shit. It was a terrible, terrible, terrible day. So don't be judging me. I'm going to show y'all. But I'm going to show y'all a video so y'all can feel the moment of what happened. I still can't believe this happened. I still cannot believe this happened. I think I sent it to Kalila.
Okay.
Hopefully my phone ain't still doing the crazy stuff that it was doing earlier. So yay. Okay, so this is what happened in Jump World. This was about 1 hour exactly after the Everyday I'm Hustling conversation to motivate Ernest. My phone going through the car, that's why y'all can't hear it. But the song was playing in Jump World.
It came on.
I bullshit y'all not.
No lie.
I wish y'all could hear it.
Take your Bluetooth off.
There you go. Hold on.
And I was like, it really helped me to level up.
Wait. Let me go back. Wait. Start over. Okay, here we
Kalila, it is so crazy. I literally just told Ernest that this song by Rick Ross was like, I played this song every day for like how many years? And I was like, it really helped me to level up in my life. And then we decided to bring Kalila into Jump World, and they play it at Jump World. I just had to send it to you so you can tell Ernest how much I played that damn song.
So y'all can see it's just crazy.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Big facts.
Yep.
Major.
Well, I was in the vortex all week where I was just seeing synchronicity after synchronicity. And so then when we come with that conversation, and then boom, a couple of hours later, it's like boom, 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 boom.
It don't even make sense to play every day I'm hustling at Jump World.
Nope.
We wasn't at the club.
With the kids.
With the kids. So it was like once we opened, the universe was like, I'm finna open to you. I'm gonna play shit that they probably don't even usually play. I'm in control of the person playing the music right now on y'all behalf. Because y'all in the vortex. And y'all shooting out these rockets. And so the law of attraction is just gotta do what it do. So I just wanna encourage y'all that y'all can do this. We can do this. We are rebuilding this damn earth. This shit finna change. You hear me?
That's right.
So I hope that was something that lighten y'all up.
Yeah,
that we can take you into the dog shit.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm gonna let you tell it because it was your darkness that came out. And then we'll kind of keep our eyes on this, but.
Okay. As far as.
How did it start? I asked you, why when I asked you to do something for me?
Oh, yeah.
But when your dad asked you to do something for the business, it's a whole different reaction.
Yeah, I think my vibe was, it's too much. if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
that was my vibe. My vibe
Yeah.
was like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I need to do this, I need to do that, and it was a matter of me feeling in the moment, feeling like overwhelmed, like it's too much to keep up with. You know what I'm saying? It's too much to try to do. But like she pointed out, what you do when you at work? You know what I'm saying? You know, we got a family business. So she's like, what you do when you at work? If your dad bring you something and tell you, we got to do this, we got this deadline, and blah, 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 you don't give him no resistance, do it. And so I couldn't, I ain't even say nothing.
You was stunned. It was like I hit this nigga with a tranquilizer. He was there like he had took a sedative or something. I was like, babe, you still in there, ain't it?
Yeah, but yeah, it definitely, I was like, that hit right there, because I don't give any resistance.
None. He worked years with no raise until I came into the picture. It's like, family business or not, you're still supposed to get a raise.
Yeah.
And then I asked him to do something small and I get all this resistance. So this was a core wound, you know, and it's attached to the mother wound, of course, you know. And it just came up at Jump World. But keep in mind, this wasn't revelation. It wasn't news to me. It wasn't a light code to me. It's something that I've been dealing with and just dealing with it and carrying it by myself, because I knew that he wasn't ready for that amount of triggering to deal with that. But in that moment, it was like, oh no, you finna get this work right now. So let me enlighten you to the burdens that I experienced because of your wounds that need to be healed. Let's deal with this.
Right.
And so when it came out, he just dropped his head, because it's like, he was just like, babe, you do everything. Like, when I ask you to do something, you go above and beyond. And I really feel terrible that I give you resistance. You know what I'm saying? When you ask me to do little stuff.
Yep.
And it was
yeah. That's all I could say. I mean, at the time, I couldn't say nothing. I was like, damn. Yeah.
He was ashamed. He was angry. He was frustrated. He was irritated. I mean, it was just a lot.
Stuck. Yeah, I was stuck. I couldn't say nothing. Yeah.
And so, you know, I told him, I was like, love has this, when it's sacred, you know what I'm saying, when it's divine, when you're with your twin flame or your soulmate, you just have this ability to carry weight and burden that you didn't have in past relationships. So in a past relationship, that would have made me just be like, you know what, I'm finna throw the deuces, because this is not working. I put in 100 and you give me 25. I'm not doing it. And I walked away from a lot of relationships for that reason. But I was like, I'm not walking away from you because you're capable of giving me 100. You know what I'm saying? And I told him, I said, you know why I don't take it personal? I said, don't take it personal, because the work that you do for your parents at their business is building up their business. The work that I be asking you to do for us is to build up our own and create our own legacy. And I said, so if you have resistance to that, the real issue is you don't believe in yourself, and you don't believe in the business and your purpose in life and what you are doing. So that's why I don't take offense to it. Because this is really an issue with you. And because I'm the reflection of you, because I'm your twin flame, then of course it's going to come at me too. And so y'all have to learn how to see that people don't really have an issue with you. Most of the time it's an issue they have with themselves.
That's right.
Okay? And that's going to help us to not be triggered as much, to the point where you're reactionary instead of responding with wisdom.
Instead of blowing up, you will do just that. You will respond with wisdom. You'll be able to take that. You'll be able to take that second and realize, okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong in that area. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, thank you, Christina. It's definitely it's a learning. It's a process. And our journey is it's just, we still can't wrap our mind around it. We be doing this with y'all. It don't even feel like we here. You know, sometimes when we come together with y'all, it just, I don't know about y'all, but when y'all leave our lives, y'all be feeling different too. I know y'all do. You know, it's like you feel like you at home. You know what I'm saying? It's like a family reunion or something, but people you never met. And that's so powerful to me. And I was telling one of my clients in the reading today, I was like, I need you to remember this. Starseed.
You look like General Ruger.
Everybody say that. But starseeds, twinsies. Star seeds,
'Cause 'cause, twins.
Starseeds, twinsies, star seeds, twinsies. 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 Star seeds, tw people be like, yeah, blood thicker than water. Change your language.
That's true.
Okay.
Yep.
So
That was another lesson.
Yeah.
That we was,
Change your language.
Yeah.
Switch it up. What is your self-talk that you have with yourself? Switch it up.
Make sure
Stop
you and your
saying
partner
blood thicker than water.
Speaking the same language.
Exactly. Be like, nah, starseed energy is thicker than water. You know what I'm saying? High vibrations is thicker than blood.
That's right.
And it's thicker than all of it.
Right.
And so this is a family, you know?
Yep.
And togetherness and separation. Exactly. Exactly, General Ruger. Exactly. And, you know, it's just like, it's really, really beautiful. And that's why we leave this feeling empowered, because we are getting empowered. You know what I'm saying? And we're able to go out into our own. It's not meant for us to all be in the same city, because the work that needs to be done, we're energy workers and we've been put on a specific grid.
That's right.
It is switching up. I ain't going to get into that too much now. But I think what I want to do is that a four-wheeler?
Yep.
Okay. I think what I want to do now is tap into what you all are feeling, what's going on with the collective, and just see what comes out from there. Because we have probably about another 20 minutes or so with y'all. 30 minutes, close to 30 minutes with y'all, okay? And then I'm going to pull some cards, because we just have to pull some cards. But I want to encourage y'all and let y'all know this is what's happening. We have to speak a new language. Okay, you can't be a new people and you're building a new nation, because what we're trying to create here energetically is we're trying to do it from a realm that has been untapped, that is unseen, and that secret societies and priesthoods have been charging all of this money to be a part of, and now this information all of a sudden is being made readily available for us. You know, so when you're building something, remember at the Tower of Babel, right? How were they stopped? Now, when you use God, that's an Elohim, you know what I'm saying? You got Jehovah, you got all of that.
Yeah.
You got all of that. So keep in mind, the God of the Bible, Yaldabaoth, you know, Jehovah, these guys was like, oh, fuck no, y'all not finna be doing nothing to put y'all on no God status. You know what I'm saying? No, sit y'all ass down. I'm gonna confuse you. And so this is when our language got negative, bad, separated, divided, racism, you different, all of that.
Right.
The language, and we're not saying that the Bible is historically accurate. Okay? The Bible is snapshots of other ancient books, but it's what actually has been occurring on earth to get us to where we are. So this is why a lot of us are noticing that our self-talk is negative as fuck.
Yep.
Yes, it's full of curses.
Yep.
Ashe says, yes, it is. So what's happening is, this go back to the light language that I've been using. I know that I have to use that more, even though it's still a lot to learn about light language, because some of those sounds are sounds that aren't familiar to us, but the ancient Kemet, you know what I'm saying? Our ancestors, ancient Samaria, Babylon, like this, to them, they probably would know what we're saying. But think about it. We're all star seeds. And so whether you are Turian, Syrian, Pleiadian, Lemurian, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Lyrian, reptilian, it sounds crazy, but it's really not. When you look at science and DNA and genetics, it's proved it. So when you say light language, what you're really saying is, my third eye is open enough, my crown chakra is balanced enough, my heart is centered enough, and my root chakra is not in control of me, where I'm able to allow sounds that come from where I originate. So I don't need my mind to understand what I'm saying right now in the moment. Now, I can interpret light language. So I can interpret my light language. I know what I'm saying. However, a lot of people don't. So if you're learning, or if you're wanting to be more open to that, I want you to understand that language is so sacred and divine. It would almost be like being able to return to ancient Kemet and hear them actually pronounce the Medu Neter in ways maybe that the hieroglyphs have not even unfolded themselves to us. You know, it would be like being able to do that. You don't even know, you could be speaking the way Syrians spoke in Sirius B and not know. But it helps you to release judgment. So for me to be able to flow in that, I'm releasing judgment. So what happens is when I go into that and I'm doing that, it begins to tonify and hit y'all chakras when y'all listen to it, and it's unlocking shit. And in my mind,
singing bowl, yeah,
exactly,
yeah,
just like the singing bowls. Yeah. And in my mind, I can feel stuff being unlocked, but then my ego still come up and try to make me feel like it's the church programming to come up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, if you're not affiliated with the church, using tongues outside of church makes it demonic or harmful. And so that still come up sometimes. And again, I have to push through that. So I want to say to you all, creating a new language, not just light language. If you're somebody and you're not really into that, that's not really your thing, and you really don't have a desire to be able to do that, that's fine too. That's everybody ain't gonna do the same thing. Yeah. But that's also why we got to stand in the space that we've been put on our team on this battlefield. And so that's been given to me. So it's my job to do that. Okay, it could be your job to learn how to be receptive to it and learn how to allow it, because it's like surgery. It's energetic surgery. And it goes in and it moves stuff around. I know through the light language, a lot of amazing shit go happen with this channel.
It's true transformation.
It really is. And you might feel discomfort. You might start crying. You might. It draw up shit this in your unconscious and subconscious mind, judgments that you have. It pull that shit to the surface. That's what the light language does. So okay, with that being said, so some of y'all self-talk is negative, and I was telling Ernest, I was like, Ernest, your self-talk must be real negative, because if negativity coming out in me, then that means it's in you already. So I was telling him, I was like, you got to change, switch up the way you think and the way you speak. You know, so yes, we're supposed to be speaking new languages. We're going back to Babylon where we all spoke the same language. And what that means is we all are able to speak the language of love to each other. That's right. That is the language before the confusion at the Tower of Babel. Okay? So that's beautiful. I didn't know that before now. That just came through. That's really good information. The next thing I want to make you all aware of is that with Kobe and things like that, his energy is available to help us now. Bobby Hemmett, Brother Panic, Dr. Bay, they've spoke a whole lot about this. Phil Valentine, Delbert Blair. You can take all the teachings and combine it and understand that, you know, energy never ends. It can't be destroyed. You know, it takes on new form. And so the things that he was studying and stuff, he's available. Prince is available. Michael is available. Like, you know, when they agreed to leave here the way they did, it was to help us. It was to help us. You know what I'm saying? Because we still here. So if you need encouragement or whatever it is you're trying to do, you know, you can call on them. Don't just have to be ancestors and spirit guides, stuff like that. The more open you are, again, the more open the universe is going to be to you. You know? You want to add something?
You pretty much said it. In addition to how a lot of times when we sacrifice that, especially in the case of Kobe, you know what I'm saying, may he continue to ascend and rise and do everything that he's doing, but feeling as though he allowed himself to be sacrificed. He sacrificed himself for the sake of allowing his message to have that much more impact and that much more power. We realize that in so-called death, when we transition, that's exactly what happens. Think about it. If you think about it, everybody who has done a work and especially accomplished that what they were put on this planet to do, when they transitioned, it seems like their legacy or their teachings, you know what I'm saying, it just got momentum and it just became like, it just exploded. And then that's why we able to live off of and the things that they taught and the things that the way that they lived, it resonates with people to this day. And that's why we're all here. We all have that purpose.
Absolutely. It's a very brave thing, Ashe. It's a very brave thing to say, I'm gonna die in my prime.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die with my daughter in my arms in a helicopter that's going down that was put in a cartoon and they made it seem like the shit was funny. I know about all of it, but still, it didn't make me not fly in helicopters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people would have stopped flying in helicopters at that point. A lot of celebrities don't use planes because some of the celebrities have died in planes and helicopters. You know, the dude from Jodeci, he don't fly at all. Anywhere he goes, got to be on the ground. But Kobe was like, fuck that, whatever. Yeah, I'm riding a plane because he had a deeper insight, you know, into what happens in what we call death.
Yeah, exactly.
And so the power of that's why I really love working with Isis energy. You know, Anubis is there assisting Mayat, balancing the scales. Like we're going through these deaths. All of us have died.
Exactly.
The you in 2012, prior to the Mayan calendar explaining that the end of the world was going to happen, ain't here no more.
That's right. So
It's just like every 7 years, your whole body regenerates itself and you're different. You're new. The cells, that's cellular regeneration. So we're always dying to something.
But the cellular memory remains.
Yep. That energy will hang on.
Yeah.
And so something in your life could be gone, but that energy is still stuck with you.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So this is why energetic hygiene is so important. Spiritual hygiene is really important to balance your chakras. And I know a lot of y'all ain't been really sticking to doing what y'all should. So get back on your program. Do your 10 commandments. The 5 commandments for when you rise, the 5 commandments for when you lay down.
Yeah.
And try your best to stick to them. And if you don't, just don't beat yourself up about it. No negative self-talk. When you catch yourself doing that, be like, hold up, that's a filter. Yeah. That's a program. Yeah. I don't know who the fuck DJing this shit right now because it's a whole universe inside of you. So, you know, start talking to the motherfuckers up in there. Because I be talking to them. And I be like, hold on. I don't know who voice that is. You finna have me feeling bad about this shit. Yeah. Hold up now. Hold up with all that mother guilt shit. No, I need to go get my nails did. Because if mama can't function and mama ain't happy, ain't nobody else gonna be happy. Hold up with that. You just didn't start talking back.
Yep.
Talking back, telling the ego, oh, okay, hold up, ego. I appreciate you. You helped me survive. That's what you're here to do. That's your program, but you cannot drive anymore. Yeah. We are switching seats, okay?
That's right.
Let me handle the wheel.
Yep.
You know, talk. Hold up, mama. That's mama. I know that's my mama. She say shit like that to me all the time. I heard the thought. That's not my thought. That's some shit that's recorded. That she done said in my cellular memory. I release that. I acknowledge you. Thank you. I'm aware. Now I'm letting it go.
That's right.
And this is the new language. And when you become a god or a goddess, that means that you are accepting the accountability. So it's not just tapping into the abundance that you can get, but you gotta tap into being to be accountable.
That's right.
For the things that's maybe non-beneficial. You gotta be accountable for all of it. Everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die. Kobe was willing to die. He was willing to die. Nipsey was willing to die to create heaven on earth. Prodigy. When he died, all of a sudden, we wanted to all listen to his album. Yep. We probably had stopped listening to Prodigy back in the early 2000s. Yep. And then his death made us go back to his music. So death immortalizes you.
That's right.
And we demonize death and we're like, oh man, they sacrifice another one.
They make death to be something to fear.
Yep.
And so guess what? You entering into it with the wrong type of resonance,
which probably go force your ass to have to reincarnate.
Oh, without a doubt.
The forced reincarnation, that's a real program. And I've really been like, we don't want to have to do that. How do we stop that from happening? And it's getting out of fear. Yep. So like what came through in the reading today for our soul group, your relationship with fear is time to break up. Okay, throw the deuces. Look, fear, we've been together. It's been a long run. You know what I'm saying? You done tricked me out of a lot of shit that could have been good to me.
It made me do a lot of shit.
Right, it made me do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I acknowledge, you know.
Yeah.
I'm divine. I am a co-creator of this thing called life. And we gotta break up, you know. I filed out divorce papers.
That's right.
And served death.
Yep.
It's divorce papers. No more. I live in a vibration of love.
That's right.
You know. Thank you for the lessons. You know. This is the new language. This is the language of the starseeds. This is the language of those awakening.
Yeah.
Let's see. I only know that the ancestors. If y'all been having a hard time connecting with the ancestors, let me tell you what happened in the reading today. I hope she's okay with me sharing this. But in the reading today, so once I got ready to start the reading,
Wow.
all of her ancestors is like filled up in the room around me, and I'm like, oh my, like y'all deep, they pulled up like Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how at school Mexicans pull up, it might be a 2-seater, and about 9 of them get out.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
deep.
man, y'all deep,
Yeah.
real quick. So I'm like, okay. And I said, have you set up an ancestor altar? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, no wonder. I was like, yeah, they before I could even get started, they already here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny because as we got going, I'm hearing crunching and shit. I'm doing the reading, but I'm hearing crunching in my ear. And I'm like, what? So I'm looking around and I'm like, I said, you gotta be kidding me. They had chips and popcorn and cookies, and one of them was smoking a big ass cigar. They had some shots, some liquor, a beer. And I'm sitting there like, so I said, your ancestors, they had a barbecue or something. It's something. She's like, what you mean? I said, they pulled up and they got all kinds of snacks and shit to drink and sip on. And she started laughing. And she was like, oh my God. She said, you just don't know. Just did for me. She said, I have really been focused on feeding my ancestors to the point where if I only got $5, I would use half of that to get them some things they like if their altar is empty. And she totally understood what was happening. And that was a lesson for me in that moment. I want to share that with y'all is do not doubt that when you reach out to your ancestors and when you give them things, don't doubt whether or not they're receiving it
or not. Yeah,
okay,
that's true. Yep.
Because we're righteous people.
Yeah.
So we're learning to walk by faith and not by sight. But because we're in the age of Aquarius and not the age of Pisces anymore, the age of Pisces was all about faith. The age of Aquarius is about knowing.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
So the righteous walk by knowing and not by sight. Sometimes what you know don't align with what you see.
That's true.
Okay? So understand.
But you gotta trust yourself.
You got to trust yourself. You have to.
Trust yourself.
And trust the process and your divine help.
Yeah.
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 Absolutely. I'm glad you received confirmation. Hey, Day Day.
Yeah.
L-Town up in this thing, Memphis. So, yeah, ancestors definitely want me to get that message to y'all because it's like some of y'all been dealing with them, but y'all ain't quite fully, but y'all not quite fully to the point of trusting that what you're doing is really working, but it is.
Yeah.
They eat that shit, they drink it, you know, everything is energy.
Yeah.
So yeah, the apple's getting old and shit. You got to put a new one up there, but know that they receive the energy.
Yeah.
You know.
Energy don't die. So
yeah.
Yeah. It's you know, everything been so conscrewed and demonized. So you know what I'm saying. It does take us to dissolve and disconnect ourselves from our old thought programs. Yeah. You really got to deprogram.
I told Ernest last night, I was like, look, Ernest, I said, look, I'm going to tell you. Because, see, sometimes some of my ancestors was pimps. I got ancestors who was pimps, and I got ancestors who was preachers. I got a mix. Some of them was pimps and preachers, probably.
Both.
Now that I'm thinking about it. Some of them probably was ushers and hoes, now that I'm thinking about it. But anyway.
That's a combination.
And that's a hell of a combination. I just love it, though, because there's no judgment. You know what I'm saying? And duality is kind of going away.
Yes.
But my point is saying this is if you're doing the work, just trust it and trust the process, but don't be relying on just you. So when you get into feeling doubt in what you're doing, that's because that's the signal to let you know you're relying too much on yourself and not enough on your divine help.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
The spiritual unseen help that you have. Doubt is just an alarm system. It's just an indicator. Just like when you ride and your gas run out and your vehicle indicates that the gas is low. You don't get frustrated with your vehicle. You know, like, okay, you're just indicating to me that it's something else that you need to continue going. Thank you for letting me know. Now let me try to set up to get what you need.
Yeah.
And it's like that with doubt. Okay.
What what's his name? Anu.
Yeah.
Cam and save some of his teachings
The
in
playlist.
the playlist.
What's the name of it? Weirdo Gang Gang. For Weirdo Gang Gang.
Yeah.
For RG Weirdo Gang Gang playlist. Check that out because a new teacher has come to us because we got ready last night.
He was talking about how so you won't be in doubt. A lot of times we doubt ourselves. It's normal. But he said,
yeah,
you using this terminology. He said, get into divination from the standpoint of flipping you a coin and calling heads or tails. And you say, if it land on heads, I know that I'm gonna do this. Or if it land, you know what I'm saying, if it don't land on heads, then you know not to do it. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? If you get that confirmation in whatever you do, whether you want to swing the pendulum, whether you want to flip a coin, whatever method you choose, once you get that, then you go with it and you don't even think twice about it.
Yeah.
Because we are the energy. We hold the energy. We are the source for anything that we trying to manifest. So it don't matter whatever type of ritual you doing, or we are the power source. And so that's why it's important for us to get ourselves right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so okay, this was the other element of that. So we're getting ready for bed. And then I'm gonna pull the cards after this, y'all. I'm not gonna forget. We get ready for bed. And I said, I kept trying to find a movie to watch, and I couldn't find a movie. And it seemed like everything I find, Ernest I already seen it. It was a whole series he had already watched. And then my higher self is funny as hell.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And my higher self was like, we need to bust Ernest balls before he falls asleep.
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
So he over there trying to go to sleep. And Kylie pull up on my ass, and Kylie like, I want you to pull up on. I'm like, he trying to go to sleep. She like, nah, fuck that. Pull up on him. So I was like, babe, you be saying you ain't got time to do such and such. How the fuck you be watching a whole series, a whole season of a TV show, and I'm just now finding it, and they just released it, but you done watched the whole season. And he what you turn around and tell me?
I know I diverted. I was like, you ain't got something else you can be doing right now. Why don't you leave me alone? I'm trying to sleep.
It's like, why don't you go to sleep, baby?
Yeah.
And I bust out laughing. I was like, I'm sorry, Kylie just pulled up on your ass. And she like, I need to take one more head off before he go to sleep. And I'm like, well, he had a rough day. Like, y'all been on him all day. And they like, nah, fuck that. Their ego gots to get in his place.
Yeah.
So our little girl, she always with us, you know what I'm saying? Like we really with some African tribe shit where we act like we ain't got no big ass house and we all live in one little bitty that's how it function in our house. Yeah. So she right there and she looking back and forth, trying to understand what's going on. And she just bust out laughing. And it was like she was Ashan, it was right on time too. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I was like, and then he's like, why don't you just go to bed? And I was like, babe, I'm sorry. Like they just had to bust your balls one more time before you go to sleep. I mean, you keep saying this what you want, right? You keep saying, and then he was just like, So the lesson in that is, what are you lying to yourself about? What is your ego lying to you about? What is it that you telling yourself you can't do or don't have time to do, and it's going to help you level up? But
you're using the time to do something else.
Yeah.
That's probably not beneficial.
Yep. Absolutely. Dakini, good. She would love to be still in her mind enough to be able to get into that place. Yeah. What was that came to us about that? Being still in your mind.
First of all, you're going to have to do some breathing technique practices.
Yeah.
That's going to settle you down and get you all aligned from within. So just look up fire breathing. Fire breathing was one.
Yeah.
But yeah, breathing.
Yeah.
A lot of times breathing will settle you down. You know, just think about it logically. When you start taking deep breaths, it calms you down. You could have some high anxiety or anything like that, and you just start to breathe and take deep breaths, and it will begin to calm you down. Well, when you get into a place of, I know I had what's that I took and then it was sick.
Oh, the Syrian root that that brother Hank from Black Magic 363 told him about.
Woo!
I told him, you know, I done took a lot of stuff in my lifetime, right?
Woo.
So I was like, babe, you know, I'm just letting you know I've been putting substances in my body since I was an infant. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm telling you, it might take you somewhere.
Oh
you know?
yeah, oh yeah. But I said all that to say, while I was on it, I was taking some deep breaths. I started just taking deep breaths and really concentrating on my breath, and I started getting some light codes. I started getting some images that was coming to mind. And like later on, after the fact, I talked to Cam about it, and I told her, and she was like, you know what I'm saying. But I said all that to say, it was only when I started really concentrating on my breathing that things will come. And so that's one thing that you all can do, is just concentrate on your breath. Start doing some breath work, and then it will open you up.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And another important element of making the mind still, some people can't meditate, sit still, or sit in a lotus position, and that's completely okay. For some people, they meditate better when they're cleaning up.
Yeah.
Being mindful
yeah.
is a form of meditation as well.
That's
And
right.
so you can always find mindfulness practices to do to help you get into that theta brain wave, which is the brain wave that you go into when you're meditating.
Yeah.
And so that would be another key that I would give to you all, because I know that was for more than one of you, and y'all keep hitting the thumbs up. That helps us. So hit them thumbs up if y'all enjoyed this show tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And comment and share. Just thank you for the support. We see it.
Yep.
Donations, we take that too. If y'all want to give a donation, you already know what it's going to go to and what we're going to do with it.
Whatever questions y'all have,
yeah.
email it. If you got some show, you want
Topics.
us to you want us to deal with some different things,
Absolutely.
email us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we definitely want to thank everybody for their donations. Like, it counts. When I ain't the kind of person, I see $1 and I don't be like, because when your mind really become divine,
right.
you understand that it's energy.
It's
so
currency.
$1 is not $1.
That's
me.
right. That's right. That's right.
$1 is $1 million.
That's right.
It's the same.
You're supposed to have gratitude no
regardless.
matter what. Mm-hmm.
And so it's just like the person that gives a penny versus the person that gave $100. But the person that gave $100 is a millionaire, and the person that gave a penny only held a penny. Which one is more? The penny.
Yep.
So is that thing right there. So I want to make sure I put
Appreciate
that out
that,
there, okay? Because it comes back to you. Everybody that give donations to us always come back and say, "Oh my goodness, I don't know why, but after I gave a donation, it just seemed like shit started changing for me, and it's going better." And so be careful of the ground that you sow into, and make sure that ground is good ground and it's fertile soil, that you feel like you're sowing into something that is healing and helping. You know what I'm saying? And once you do that, sometimes that will help you meditate better too, because you're finally getting to a place where you're willing to let go of something in your hand to give to somebody you believe in what they're doing. And so what that does, that links you up with the divinity that's living inside of you.
Yep.
And that's going to help you to be able to meditate as well. So some of us have a hard time meditating because there is no link in inspire actions that we're taking to be in alignment with the divine part in us, acknowledging the divinity in others and being supportive of what they're doing. For some people, they may not have any money to give, and it just may be your comments and your support or your emails. You know what I'm saying? So everything is energy, and we appreciate all of it.
Yeah.
I ain't seen nobody hit the thumb yet.
And thank y'all for sharing with each other. Just sharing in the chat.
Yes.
Just being here and sharing in the chat, because this is so edifying.
It is.
Yeah.
We all need this, and we all need each other.
Yeah.
And me and Ernest, definitely, we ain't got nothing that y'all ain't got. You know what I'm saying? It's no comparisons anymore. The new heaven and earth is no comparisons.
That's
so I'm
right.
finna pull the card, but before I pull the card, one more thing. Thank you so much for reminding me of this. This is what has been coming to me.
Yeah.
All of us right now. Thank you, One Miss Love and Life. Ashe 999. It's so powerful, divine
Thank
feminine
you.
energy.
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
goodness, that's so powerful.
Ashe.
Ashe. I'm gonna pull a card for you too, One Miss Love and Life, okay? I'm gonna pull a card for the collective as well. Intuitively, I want to say to y'all, the sooner you release your resistance to what is, the sooner you can become what it is that you desire to be. Okay? So for a lot of you, it's not because you're not putting in the soul work. You don't know how to surrender. You don't know how to say, you know what? I've done the best I could. I've taken my hands off of it. So that's some of y'all. I hear some of y'all saying, but it seems like something is blocking me. And it is. You must learn how to surrender. You must learn how to surrender. Everybody in our soul group is having to learn the lesson of surrender. Surrender is powerful. The world told us surrender was weak. It's not. It's a sign of power. It's a sign of understanding that everything has cycles. And that when I surrender, when I release resistance, guess what? Now I can flow downstream. It's like, fuck it. You don't know what's downstream. You're trying to go upstream, and you're not a salmon. You weren't made to go upstream. And so you like this damn crab in the middle of these salmons, and they just jumping and shit, tails wiggling and shit in the air. They just making that shit look easy. You know what I'm saying? You trying to do it, trying to be a salmon and shit, and your ass a crab. And it's like, but then when they crab, be like, you know what? I'm just gonna release. I just surrender.
Yeah.
Well, that crab probably go accidentally hit your ride with a salmon, with his claw, and be stuck to a salmon, and finally get up there and be like, damn, it ain't shit up here. I was trying so I get up here. So then guess what? That crab be like, you know what? I'm going to get back in the water, and then I'm just gonna flow downstream. Yeah. And you get downstream and meet a whole lot of other crabs just like you, and you're like, that shit, hey, you know, it's like, you look like me. And so that's what, but for real, that's what's happening to all of us. So I just want to give y'all that intuitive message, that word. That's what's going on. It's okay that you a crab among a lot of salmon or whatever it may be. But surrender to your process. Let your ancestors hold that space for you. You know what I'm saying? Let the entities and energies that's helping you do what they doing for you. That's right. All right. So family, we are family. What card do you have for us? And then we're gonna do One Miss Love and Life, because she hit us with a 999. Like, woo! That number right there just. See, when you believe in yourself, you know that when you give a donation, you unlocking something. That's how deep it is. Don't get it twisted, because it's a lot of people in the woke community who just using people. But real talk, if you give a donation and you like, this donation is going to activate healing in this area of my life, that's what the fuck it's going to do. That's right. Because you believe it. We align. We ain't judging you. We believe it.
You're putting your energy to it.
Absolutely. Yep. So yeah, One Miss Love and Life, you just unlock something, and it ain't even one just for you. You know what I'm saying? Woo, this card keep coming up. God, I keep pulling this card. I don't know if this card is stalking me or what. Lifting the veil.
Lifting the veil.
Lifting the veil. And this is gonna take me to what I was gonna tell y'all just happened to the earth, because you on a different earth today than you was on last week as well. Lifting the veil represents questioning everything. And anything that is unaligned in your life must go. It got to go. It just got to go. So if you're in a relationship and you know it's over, you got to do nothing. Keep aligning yourself, and it will dissolve. And however it works out. We are being guided for things to manifest with ease. This is what they want for us, those that are helping us in the spiritual realm. What is considered hard work to our parents and our grandparents is not what the definition of hard work is for us. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Again, the language is being changed. The definitions are being changed. This is why the Bible, the words are supernaturally changing in the scriptures. The definitions, what some scriptures used to mean, is changing. That Bible is the Biblios, Helios. It is the book of the S-U-N. So it's relevant. And so what's happening with the Bible, it's changing its own language. King James got the word stuff in it. And y'all know damn well stuff went in King James. You know, thou shalt not steal stuff. It just, that word didn't exist, but it's changing because it is a representation of what's happening to humanity. The veil is being lifted, and so as the veil lifts, this means that you are able to alter your reality. You are able to simulate your reality to be what you want it to be. So finding out that you live in an illusion is not a bad thing. It's a great thing, because that means you can do what? Add shit to the program. You know? So continue questioning everything in your life, but knowing, understanding anything that is not aligned is going to leave. So you cannot be afraid of things to die.
That's so good.
Isis energy is present, and she just keep telling me I need people to get more comfortable with things dying. Y'all want springtime to come, but don't nobody want winter.
Yeah.
That's what she keep telling. She like, that's the only problem y'all be having.
And man, it's a cycle to it.
It is. I hope that touched somebody, because that was good for me. I don't know if it was it good to y'all like it was to us.
What's something else that changed in the
King James?
James?
Ooh, so many things. You can look at
like
the notes
weird,
in my phone.
like weird
A lot
shit.
of them.
Yeah, like stuff being in it.
You want to look at my phone and type in Mandela effect and look at pull one from
we
the
did
notes.
we did a blog.
We did. We posted it. Okay, so one is loving life. Guys, ancestors, star seeds, galactic cousins, family, primordial energy, all of y'all, those of you to help us. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. The difference between, because a lot of us been trying to do magic and stuff, and they've been like, y'all can slow up with that, because first you gotta learn how to master yourself. Master yourself, that is magic, mastering yourself, okay? So they want us to turn their attention to going within and mastering yourself. So any magic that you have been doing, I need you to know and understand that the magic they are asking us to do is the alchemy of ourselves and learning how to transmute ourselves, okay? So we want to stop trying to manipulate what's outside of us so much and start working with what is within, okay? And that's going to impact what's outside of you. So that was one more thing they was telling me for our soul group. But Woman's Loving Life, let me pull this card for you, sis. What? You got a lot going on, honey. You got a whole lot going on. Whoa. Okay, this is your card, my love. And this is going to speak to everybody in here. You are not for everyone. You're not for everyone. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. Y'all see this? Weirdo Gang Gang just showed up in the tarot card reading. Embrace your weirdness. Embrace it. And face your true north. You're not for everyone. This goes back to being that crab among a lot of salmon. You try and do what they do.
Yep.
We ain't for everybody. We not everybody's cup of tea. We not everybody's flavor. Matter of fact, we're not most people's flavor. None of us. That's why all of us here are black sheeps. That's why all of us here have been bullied. That's why all of us, even by our own family, that's why all of us here be getting like you get into situations with people where it's a misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? People label you a bitch and you're the sweetest person in the world. People label you a player and you actually a good guy waiting on a great woman to come. Like it's so crazy where it make you be like, am I crazy? Is it me? You know what I'm saying? Like what is the issue here? But it's because we're not for everyone. So Woman's Loving Life, I want to tell you specifically for you, you've been operating in normalcy, and normalcy is a thing of the past. That is part of the old earth. So the stuff that you do that's normal, that stuff is trying to leave your life to open up space for the weirdness, to have a space in your life for you just to be unique and be you and do what you do best, which is be you. Nobody can be you as good as you can be you, and that's great news. We don't have to try to be nobody else. Master being the best you can be, and know that you're not for everyone. So you've been trying to help people. You have really been trying, and people just like turn you away. It's like cooking all day long, and then you make a plate and don't nobody come in the kitchen and eat it. Don't take it personal though. You're not for everybody. But who you are for, and they will appreciate you. And they will treat you in a way where you will know without a shadow of a doubt that this person is somebody that's in my vibrational frequency right now, and we can rock. You know what I'm saying? We can do whatever it is we've been put together to do. But yes, but your circle is being switched up. You ain't even got no circle no more. You got a damn period. You got a like a dot. I do too, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool because people got to be removed to make space for the new stuff coming into your life. So, and I know that's resonated with other people. That's the beauty of pulling a card for somebody else. That's how you know when you in a soul tribe. You know what I'm saying? Because shit for somebody else resonates with you too. And that's just really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
So I hope that this is I rock with you. That's what I'm talking about. Your grandmama said you touched, but not by an angel. Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. You know, thank you for making me remember. If people tell you that you carry like a dark energy, or like seem like bad shit always happen around you, or seem like when you come around shit go bad, or maybe when you pull up to family events people start arguing, or you get into a debate about something political or religious, whatever it may be, like if that's you, I just want to let you know, let me tell you the difference between an angel and a demon. The ability to create or destroy is just the spectrum, the end of the spectrum that is on, but it's really the same shit. It's just energy. And so energy, angels ain't looking at us like, I really care for her. And the demon's like, I hate that bitch. It's just energy.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? So I ain't looking at it like that.
Right.
But it's learning how to use what's called demon or low vibrational energy to destroy things that should not be. So when you get in a low vibrational frequency of something, know that there is something present in your life that is needing to die to allow you to become your higher self. And so instead of trying to push that what we would call demonic energy away, then you just surrender and say, you know what, it's something that needs to die. And this horrible dense energy is present to help destroy. And so I just want to say to y'all, it looks terrible. It probably looked terrible when all of the dinosaurs, you know what I'm saying, was killed. It was like utter destruction. But guess what? We get to live and not get to walk outside and have to battle with a T-Rex. You know, and so my point of saying that is when you become spiritual, you understand that the energy of chaos and destruction is just as beautiful as something being rebuilt, because you understand before rebirth can happen, death must take place first. So I just want to explain the difference between angels and demons, okay? It's just energy, and everything has polar ends. So your true north is us learning how to face ourselves, face our darkness, our demons, and learn how to work with it, to go in the direction that our heart came here to take us into.
That's
okay.
Right.
Was there anything else?
Oh, but you done?
No, you good.
Oh, okay. Definitely, we wanted to, with this being February, y'all, and Black History Month, we wanted to highlight one person that has truly had an impact on our journey. And for Black History Month, it is none other than Dr. Delbert Blair. He was, man, a phenomenal just lecturer, phenomenal teacher, historian, researcher, and a metaphysician.
Absolutely.
And man, he was an inventor too. Man, when we were first on this journey of a spiritual awakening, he was like one of the main people that just like, we were just soaking it up. Just, I mean, you know, because we understood
he was speaking our language.
He was speaking our language.
Finally.
You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, we definitely want to give him a grand ashe. He's an ancestor as well.
Yes.
But the work and the legacy that he leaves, y'all, is for us.
Yes, it is.
It's for us.
Yes, it is. And he went through a lot to get that information to us.
Yes, he did.
And sometimes we can forget how much people have to go through who decide to put themselves in the forefront.
Yeah, he lost his wife.
You know?
Because it was an actual attempt on his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
So let's give honor to him. You know, Black History Month. It's always Black History Month.
It's always Black History.
But, you know, in honor of the
y'all
love
keep
month.
making history.
Yeah.
We all are a part of this.
History,
Herstory,
all
that's
the
it.
shimstory, trans history, LGBT history. I mean, whatever resonate with you, story. It's your story.
That's right.
So yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And with that being said, so I pulled one more card because somebody asked us to, And even though our babysitter probably like, y'all just paid me for 2 hours, but this we gonna do what it do. So here's one more card, y'all, okay? And this card represents loosening your grip, okay? Loosen your grip. Y'all see that? That literally the whole conversation tonight, that's what we've been talking about. Can't make this shit up.
That's right.
Now, I'm gonna read to y'all what the book say about this card, because what I got to say about it exactly what the book say. So you might want to get out a pen and paper and jot this down, because this is something that you're going to be able to do. Because when we come before you, we want to bring practical things. We want to bring things that's going to activate you to be able to live your best life. So this is one of the moments right here. Well, we had a lot of moments tonight. This is another moment before we go. So this card represents coping mechanisms, density, addiction, and letting God in. Everything the whole jump world thing was about. Y'all seeing this shit? Yep. We're jumping from world to world, okay? If the energy feels different, because this is a different earth. Every time the frequency shifts on earth, we shift to a different version of earth. So that's really what the Mandela effect is. We're experiencing different timelines, realities, and different versions of earth. On this version of earth, 9/11 kind of didn't happen. I really don't know how to explain it to you. All I know is, as we shift into a high vibration, some of the really terrible things that were predicted to happen on earth are not going to happen. And some of the terrible things that happen, it's almost going to be as if it never happened, as the earth heals and as we heal. So this card, we're cyclic beings, and Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and going of the tides and the seasons. If you're clinging to anything and you're resisting the natural flow of who you are, the things we cling to are so often those who most need to let go of. Food, substances, relationships, jobs, and the people pleasing. And we literally all we've been talking about tonight. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable space. The part we're most afraid to leave empty. The part we guard and don't let grace into. But by keeping that space covered with something that doesn't serve us, or clinging to it for fear of it not staying of its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving the things that will. A Course in Miracles tells us, whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. And the Buddha said, you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. If this card appears today, you're being called to find the courage to loosen your grip and give up control. To release your coping mechanisms and leave space for grace and God to enter. To surrender all that feels dense to the divine part of you. Loosening your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may, or it might stay. But you can be sure that what is for you will find you. And you will breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. Can't make this shit up, y'all. This is... So here is your homework. On top of all other stuff. Here's last homework. So this is the thing that you're going to ask yourself, okay? What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? All of us got something we're clinging to because we're afraid that we would be left void and empty of whatever that thing was doing for us, that coping mechanism, that codependency, those people-pleasing ways, their relationship, that addiction, whatever it may be, that food. What are you clinging to for fear, of what will happen after that? And I want to say this to you all. I've been dealing with the guardians of the threshold a whole lot, and when they show up, it's crazy. When they show up, you feel your whole body tense up. Like when we got into that shadow part, I literally had pointed to a guardian at a threshold that was blocking him from becoming his best self, and I pointed at it and I shined the light on it. And because it's a part of him, it was uncomfortable, And so with that being said, when you enter into the guardian of a threshold, this is how you get a breakthrough. Something has to break to get a breakthrough.
That's right.
To get through, something got to break. And so what happens when you surrender to what is, that's you saying, you know what? Shit working out for me. I just know that it is, and I don't have to micromanage every single aspect. I just have to trust the process. I have to trust my ancestors. I have to trust what I've learned. I have to trust that I do have a family, a galactic family who's not incarnated in the physical body and still helping me back on my home planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might sound crazy, but that's what it is, and I'm rocking with it. Thank you. Archangel Michael, thank you for moonwalking your ass across stage, because we got to see that things are possible that we can do and we didn't know we could do before that. Thank you. Thank you that you took up the space to become a guardian angel for those of us on earth awakening, because that's what you was trying to do while you was here, and that's what you're doing now that you have crossed over. Thank you. Talk to it. Talk. And just surrender to the moment, but you still can create what you want in surrendering. So it don't mean that you just let go and just let shit go wherever it go and don't do nothing with no intention. Still set intention.
Yeah.
And so with that being said, all of this connects to the full moon energetic update that I channeled, that we posted. So if you hadn't watched it, go back and watch it after this. So once you ask yourself that question, let me tell you what's on. And Will Smith said this, and this just resonated so much with me because it's what I've been on. But the reason why fear shows up is because what's on the other side of it, most people are not willing to pay the price to enter into it. That's how beautiful and great it is. When something is sacred, it's going to be protected by a guardian. That's just the way it works. And when you step up to that threshold, and even though you feel the fear, you're like, you know what? I know what's on the other side of this is great. Guess what happens? Just like the Temple Raider, the Tomb Raider, what's his name that went looking for the treasures, National Treasure, that movie, Indiana Jones. They would have to go through these caves and deal with all these kind of potentially dangerous situations where it could have went bad, but it didn't. So what is on the other side of your fear? Be specific. Because if you keep hitting a wall, that means that what's on the other side of it is some VIP shit. That's why everybody can't get in. And so the payment that we're having to pay to get to the next level right now is to be able to release control and loosen our grip and allow the divinity in us to do what it already has been activated to do. Because we're changing. Our DNA is changing. Our anatomy is changing. Go and look at the skull. The base of the skull has changed. There are holes in the skull that were not there before. The liver is much bigger than it used to be. Our ribs are positioned very different. Our heart used to be to the left. That's why when we said the Pledge of Allegiance, we would hold our hand over here and your heart in the middle. All that is changing. Our anatomy is changing. So on a cellular level, you're changing. Yep. And I need you all to know and understand that we got a lot of help. We got a lot of help. A lot of help in the unseen realm helping us, and so you are important. You are great. You are just as important as anybody else. And like I told Ernest, I said, Ernest, you know what? One of the things that's been blocking us is you don't believe we're important. We're important. And sometimes he believes I'm important and he's not important. I'm like, no, you are important. What is the difference between me and you and Will Smith and Jada Pinkett? Nothing. We are all these beings here to have a human experience. That's it. And the way you perceive you is how other people will perceive you. So continue to work on yourself and the perception of self. And don't worry about what everybody else, how they treat you and that's on them. That's their karma. That's their situation. That whatever laws of the universe they sewing into, that's on them. Work on you. And when you show up with the energy of, I'm not by myself. I am powerful. I am special. I am important. And people go try their best to make you feel like you're not. Even people that you like, I thought you loved me. And they do, but they broken. We all broken. Okay? So see yourself great. And then what's outside of you will align to the greatness that you see in your inner eye. think that's it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Don't forget, we're projectors. We are
Yep.
projectors.
Yeah.
And so wherever the program is going on in here is going to show
So-
itself outside of you.
That's
And
so
if you
true.
don't like what you're seeing outside of you, it's because what's within needs to change.
Mhm.
And now, me and Ernest, a lot of problems we used to have, we don't have no more because we're not on that level of vibration.
That's right.
So it's we're not gonna have the same experiences because we're not in the same place energetically.
Mhm.
So the new heaven and earth is not us. I don't think we're gonna disappear like the Mayans did and a lot of the civilizations. We might, I don't know, but we're still here right now. But we're existing on a different stream of consciousness. Okay, so your life experience does not have to be like everybody else. So change your language. You know, stop saying stuff like, "Man, I can't never do nothing right." Now, you know what? I fuck up a whole lot because that's how I learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, just shift your perspective a little bit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just switch
Yep.
up your language.
Yep.
Okay? New earth, new language. All right?
That's good.
Oh, good, Day.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
So that's y'all homework, and we love y'all. Thank y'all.
Yes, we do.
You know,
Yeah,
one more
we
funny
appreciate
story,
y'all.
and then we go.
Mhm.
And I'm finna be real transparent right now too. Babysitters cost $10 an hour and up now. Did y'all know that? I wish we made that much back when I was babysitting, when I was in high school and college, man. But yeah, they make $10 and up right now, and that's like the baseline. That's like, it's hard to find one for that price. And so, you know, we got to babysit and stuff like that. And again, y'all donations help us to be able to do this, and we can spend more time with y'all doing this work, getting this work in. So with that being said, because I know she waiting for us. But anyway, with that being said, I want to share one more story because I just feel like we need this medicine. So whatever it is through the week that you're about to go through, I'm finna give you another dose of medicine to get you through the week. So those of you ladies, you know, y'all becoming aware that y'all need to heal y'all wound. Men, I hope y'all becoming aware that you need to heal your wand. We all need healing.
Oh yeah.
And we all have had
yoni and lingam
toxic shit.
healing.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you have been wanting to get a jade egg or egg to heal wellness helper, okay, this company is called Mimosa. This is the name of the company, Mimosa. And I ordered their yoni eggs, and I had a really, really good experience with them. Funny story. I know y'all like when we be transparent like this, don't you? Y'all some old freaky ass freaks. Y'all like it. I hear they like it. I see people like, okay. So yeah, some missing pieces out of here. But so I started out with the smallest one, you know. Started out with the small one. The one gone to ladies. I mean, this is really like where it is, you know, using crystals to
like
heal.
this, a nice little crystal.
Yeah.
You know,
Really good
does what
healing.
it does. Men, you can help your women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heal. That's what it's about.
Be that assist man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's in love and healing, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so this is my first time doing this. So I put the egg in. You know, it's like put the egg in, and then when your womb has healed, it'll release the egg. You know, I had a hard time trusting it. So I was like, I think I'm gonna put some dental floss, you know what I'm saying, in the holes in my egg, just in case I have to go fishing for it. At least I have a line to grab.
Too weighty.
Right.
Like it's gonna get lost up in there.
I mean, you know, it's
It
a
might
black
get lost
hole.
up in there.
It's a black
Yeah.
hole. It's a portal. That shit could come out on the other side of the planet. I don't know.
You
know. So anyway,
you done took me to a new dimension before.
right. So I'm like, you know, I don't feel to trust this. So I'm gonna put some floss in it. That's
shit.
so I can go fishing for it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell y'all, it's so funny. Y'all gonna love this shit. When I start doing my company, I can't wait, y'all, because I be having some funny shit. So I go to the doctor this particular day, and I don't know what was going on. My stomach was toe up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm running to get to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, my stomach hurt. Like I had not ate no Chinese food, no Taco Bell, no Crystals, KFC, or Popeye's chicken sandwiches. I don't know what was going on with my stomach that day. So I go in the bathroom. I'm using the bathroom. I'm like, oh, this feels so much better. I just had to get this shit out of me, right? And the next thing I know, I hear a very loud bloop. And it's been in for a few days. I didn't even remember it was in. You know what I'm saying? And so soon as I realized what it is, I was like, shit. So I knew that it was a lot of shit that had come out of me. So I'm sitting on the toilet.
Like I gotta get my egg on.
And I'm debating, and I'm like, should I deep dive and get this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? I really think I should. I don't want to lose it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just put it. So I'm sitting there on the toilet. I'm thinking hard. I'm strategizing shit. I'm like, you know what? I'm at a doctor's office, so I could probably go and ask them for a glove.
Yeah.
Put the glove on, and then reach down in there and grab it. And I'm still washing my hands, but at least that'll minimize how much I'm digging all down in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ask for a glove. So after I think I got it all figured out, I get up to pull my pants up and go out the door, get a glove, come back in before another patient used the bathroom, because I was gonna say, you don't want to go in there for a minute. I had already planned out, like somebody try to come in when I'm going. I'm telling, no, it ain't working. You know what I'm saying? I all figured out. Yeah. So I get my ass up, and the next thing I know, the toilet, all of a sudden, the automatic flush wants to work. Most days it don't work. I gotta flush it manually. This day it was working perfectly. So I hear it just, I'm like, oh shit! So I take my hand, both hands, y'all, because I'm like trying to save a damn baby. You know what I'm saying? From getting ate by a shark. So I'm both hands deep, reach down there, and I'm like, I know I gotta reach to the very bottom because it's so heavy and drop to the bottom, so I know it's gonna go first. So the toilet flushing, I'm elbows deep and shit, and I think I got it. And I'm like, yes. And I pull my hands out, and I ain't got nothing but shit. I was so fucking mad. Y'all don't understand. I was crying and cussing at the same time, and I know patients was sitting right there. They could hear me, and they like, what is this? This hoe crazy. She in there arguing with herself. Mm-hmm. So I'm in there like, Dad, damn it. And I'm just like making up cuss words, you know. So I'm washing my hands and shit, and I'm like, shit. Fucking toilet would work today, you know. I'm scrubbing. I'm like, damn, they're about to scrub my skin off. It's my shit, you know. Get over it. It's to show you how weird we is. That shit been sitting in your stomach all day, and then it get on your hands, and you act like, you know, you got coronavirus. So I'm scrubbing and shit, you know. And I'm like, damn, I just got my nails did. Y'all say when it got purple for Kobe, I shade. My hair purple now too, but y'all will get to see when I get together. But anyway, so I'm like, shit, I done put all this intention and effort, you know what I'm saying? Had this all planned out. I'm mad as fuck. So I finally get all the shit from under my nails, and it took some time. And it's just making me madder and madder that I didn't get the egg. I was cool with the shit long as I got the egg. Mm-hmm. So I get clean. And I'm taking some deep breaths. I'm trying to calm down. I'm like, just calm down. It's okay. And I walk out the bathroom, and everybody is looking at me like this. Because they heard the whole thing. The walls real thin. So at that point, I could have did one or two things. Ego could have kicked in. I could have lied and been like, y'all, there was a big ass spider in there. Blah, 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 blah. I'm scared of spiders. And then my higher self was like, no, fuck that. No, you not finna explain, and you ain't finna feel shame or nothing. They heard it, and they probably think you crazy. You need to be good with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, so it is. So I sit down, and I'm sitting there thinking, and then it occurred to me, my higher self said, Camson, did it ever occur to you that what was pulled out of you was so toxic that it wasn't meant for you to get the egg, wash it, and reuse it? It just needed to go. And this is how we are in life. We be trying to save one little bitty thing. And we dealing with all this shit to save one little bitty thing. Not realizing that one little bitty thing is full of toxicity. And it just has to go. It did what it came to do. Let it go. So
that's a huge lesson,
story.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all see, I mean, shit'll teach you. That's for real. We done had a lot of lessons with shit.
Shit is a teacher.
It's retarded.
Shit teaches you
it's
all
crazy,
kinds
but
of
shit is a master teacher.
On every level.
Yes.
And you know,
let your ass get in some shit.
Yeah. You learn new shit about your shit.
Yep. Man.
Real talk. So
yeah.
I hope y'all enjoyed this, but I do trust these yoni eggs. It comes with all kinds of manuals and stuff that you can use, ladies. I ordered the rose quartz kind. So what I'll do when we get home, I'm take a picture of this and upload it and put it on the community part of the page. So if y'all want to get one, and fellas, if you want to get one for your lady for Valentine's Day, that'll be great. She probably wouldn't even expect that.
Yes, unlock the magic.
Absolutely. And so it's all about healing, y'all. So we hope y'all enjoyed this. We're going to be able to do it even bigger, you know. And we ain't going to be sweating about no damn babysitter and budgets and all of that. It's just going to keep growing. And we're going to keep supporting each other and doing what we do. And I think
yeah, General.
So, y'all enjoyed the shit out of this shit, didn't it? I know y'all did. Y'all got something to talk about the whole rest of the week. So whatever happened through the week, it ain't gonna have phase you, because you like, man, I done heard some shit, seen some shit, smelled some shit. She told that
Going
damn
through
story,
this shit.
right?
Man.
So the lesbian story, you know, that good magic wand, put our ass together like Don Juan. I mean, it's just been great, and your life can be just as great and beautiful.
Gotcha, Dada.
You know?
Just send the details.
Okay. Okay, absolutely. All right, y'all. So we love y'all. We've been on here how long? Oh my gosh, an hour and 14 minutes. Okay, yeah. So this is a new babysitter too, y'all. So, yeah, that's true. So we don't wanna upset her. Yep. YouTube can't even tell us how long we've been on here. We've been on so long. So we love y'all. Thank y'all. Email us if y'all need anything. remnantsgathering@gmail.com. The winner of the giveaway, we got you. We're going to send you pictures of crystals. Baby, that's you. They are right here. They right here. We had brought them with us, y'all. Yep. So, you know, just so we didn't get a chance to show you the crystals, but we'll do that in private. So we'll send you the pictures and let you pick your crystal. And we'll be back next week. So send us the show topics. And we're going to do an interview with Love Live Life channel as well for Valentine's Day. So be on the lookout for that. Shout out to his channel. We appreciate him for believing in us enough to bring us on the show.
That's right.
So that's it.
Peace and love, y'all. Peace, family.
Peace and love.
Again, man, y'all share.
Yes.
Tell somebody else about some of the insight that you get.
Absolutely.
And just to be on a forum where you with like-minded individuals able to chop it up, man, ain't no better place.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all.
Okay. Peace.
Peace out.
And what you got to say, baby?
As always, man, your third eye has just been kissed.
All right.